Hello students of class 11th, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, let us continue with chapter 8 Silk Road, written by Nick Middleton. So first of all, let us recall what we have read as of now in this chapter. Students, the lesson Silk Road is an extract from the author's travelogue. Here, the author describes only a small part of his journey from Ravu, a small mountain village, to Darchen, which is at the foot of Mount Kailash. So, journey towards Mount Kailash. Lamo gives a farewell present to author, a long-sleeved sheepskin coat worn by men. The author left Rabu in the company of Daniel and Satan. Satan knew a shortcut. He said the journey would be smooth if there was no snow. From the gently rolling hills of Rabu, they took a shot through vast open plain. On the way, they saw a few gazelles and a herd of wild asses. Again, passing by the hills, they could see the lonely drogbas here, shepherd drogbas tending their flocks. Men and women would pause and stare at their car, occasionally waving as they passed by. Then they came across the Tibetan Mastiff. As they passed the nomads' tents, there were the Tibetan Mastiffs. They would explode into action as they neared the tents. They barked furiously and were completely fearless. They would chase the car for some distance and would then go back. When they were at 5,210 meters above the sea level, the road became bumpier. So from here we are going to read now. Okay, so dear students, you all are requested to take out your textbook Hornbill and open it at page number 76. Page number 76, third paragraph. From paragraph third we are going to read now. Okay, I hope you all are ready to begin. Third paragraph. The turns became sharper and the ride became bumpier. Satan now in third gear as we continue to climb. So dear students, the turns were becoming sharper. When they were climbing the slope, the turns were becoming sharper and the ride was becoming bumpier. Satan now in third gear as we continue to climb. So Satan now he was driving the car in third gear. As we drive the vehicle in third or second gear when we are supposed to ride on slope. Okay, so that is why he was driving the car in third gear. The track moved away from the icy river, laboring through steeper slope that sported big rocks duped with patches of bright orange lichen. So let me write meaning of some word first. Daubed. Daubed means spread a thick and sticky substance on surface. Doubed. D-A-U-B-E-D. Doubed means spread a thick and sticky. Spread a thick and sticky substance on a surface. Substance on a surface. Okay, so it's a spread and thick sticky substance. It's a thick and sticky substance on a surface, that is daubed. With the patches of bright orange lichen. Lichen, you must have read about it in your science book. A slow growing plant which grows on wall, trees or rocks. Lichen. A slow growing plant which grows on wall, trees or rocks. Okay, walls here, trees or rocks. So please either take the screenshot or note them down. So the turns became sharper and the ride bumpier. Citan now in third gear as we continued to climb. So Citan was driving his car as the slope was very sharp. So that is why Citan was driving his car in third gear. The track moved away from the icy river. Now the track, the path, the road moved away from an icy river, laboring through steeper slope that sported big rocks duped with patches of bright orange lichen. So now they were driving through steeper slopes that sported big rocks, so that were full of big rocks, and these rocks, on these rocks a thick and sticky substance were it was spread carelessly, okay, of bright orange lichen. So these patches were of lichen. Patches of lichen were sprayed on those rocks which were making it slippery. Beneath the rocks, hunks of snow clung on in the near permanent shade, and beneath the rocks, hunks of snow hold on in the near permanent shade. So it was like a permanent shade. It was hanging the snow snow clutch. Here clutch means hold tightly. So as if the snow hold them tightly. Once again look at this line. Beneath the rocks, hunks of snow, the gathering of snow hold clung on in the near permanent shade. So near permanent shade, it was like holding tightly. So they were very tight. The snow through which they were, on which they were moving by their car, on which the car was moving, it was very tough. I felt the pressure building up in my ear. So you know, when you go on a height, then it happens, you start, you know, feeling pressure on your ear, so it causes ear pain. Okay, so narrator tells us he felt the pressure building in his ears, held my nose, then he held his nose, bent, and Satan stopped. Then he held his nose tightly bent, held his nose, snorted and cleared them. Then held his nose, snorted, and you know, cleared as his ear pain. So it was the way by which you can clear your ear pain. You can get rid of your ear pain. It occurs when you go on any, you know, height. If you go on height, it happens as you know, there is a lack of oxygen there. Because of lack of oxygen, it happens. We struggled around another tight bend and Satan stopped. Now they were struggling round another tight bend. It was very tight bend, very sharp bend, and Satan had to stop the car. He had opened his door and jumped out of the seat before I realized what was going on. So before the narrator had realized what was going on, Satan jumped off the car. Snow, said Daniel, as he too excited the vehicle, letting in a breath of cold air as he did so. So Snow, said Daniel. Daniel said Snow, and he too exited. Sorry, it's not excited. Exited. He too exited the vehicle. So Daniel first, Satan exited the vehicle. He jumped off the car. Then Daniel also jumped off the car, letting in the breath of cold air as he did so. So when he jumped out of the car, the narrator felt you know, a breath of cold air. Cold air came inside. A swath of the white stuff lay across the track in front of us, stretching for maybe 15 meters before it petered out and the dirt trail reappeared. So a swath. Swath means, you know, a long strip or area. Swath, S-W-A-T-H-E, S-W-A-T-H-E, swath. Swath means a long strip or area. A long strip or area. Okay. Swath means a long strip or area. A swath of the white stuff lay across. So you know, a long strip of white stuff lay across the track in front of us. So it was snow. It was laying across in front of them, stretching for maybe 15 meters before it pattered out. The dirt trail reappeared. So before the dirt trail, the dirt path, the dirt road, the dirt trail, it was spreading till 15 meter. The snow continued on either side of us, smoothing the abrupt bank on the upslope side. So snow continued on either side when they were moving ahead. The snow continued on either side of us, smoothing the abrupt bank on the upslope side. The bank was too steep for our vehicle to scale. So now they reached at a point where bank was very steep. It was, like, this way. It was very steep for climbing a vehicle. Okay. So it was very steep to climb a vehicle. The bank was too steep for our vehicle to scale, so there was no way round to snow patch. I joined Daniel as Satan stepped on the encrusted snow. So the narrator joined Daniel as Satan stepped onto the encrusted snow and began to slither and slide forward, stamping his foot from time to time to ascertain how sturdy it was. So the narrator joined Daniel as Satan was stepping on the encrusted snow. Encrusted snow means, hardened frozen snow. Let me write on the board. Encrusted means here hard and frozen. Hard and frozen. Slither means to move smoothly over a surface. Slither, to move smoothly over a surface. Okay, note them down. Now look at it. I joined Daniel as Satan stepped onto the encrusted snow and began to slither the side forwards. So narrator joined Daniel as Satan stepped. He was moving on the encrusted snow, hard and frozen snow, and began to slither and started to move on it smoothly forward, stamping his foot. He was also stamping his foot, beating his foot on the snow as it was very hard. So he was beating his foot on the snow, beating his feet on the snow, stamping his foot from time to time to ascertain how sturdy it was, to check how hard it was. Sturdy means hard. So in order to check how hard it was, he was stamping his feet on the that hard and frozen snow. I looked at my wristwatch. We were at 5,210 meters above sea level. The narrator checked in his wristwatch and found that they were 5,210 meters above sea level. The snow didn't look too deep to me, but the danger wasn't in depth, Daniel said, so much as its icy top layer. So the snow didn't look to me look too deep to me, Daniel said. The snow didn't look too deep. It is not very deep. The snow, according to Daniel, the snow was not very deep, but the danger wasn't in its depth. Further, he added that the danger was not in its depth, Daniel said, so much at its icy top layer. It said the danger is on its icy top layer. If we slip off, the car could turn over, he suggested, as we saw Satan grab handfuls of dirt and fling them across the frozen surface. Fling means throw. F-L-I-N-G. Fling means throw. So dear students, according to Daniel, it was not very deep, and the danger was not in deep. The danger was on its icy layer. He said if we slip off, if they would slip off, the car could turn over. Daniel said if they would slip off, then their car could turn over. He suggested, as we saw Satan grab handful of dirt, then narrator as well as Daniel, they saw Satan, he was throwing handful of dirt on that slippery surface. Satan was throwing handfuls of dirt on that slippery surface. We both pitched in, and when the snow was spread with the soil, Daniel and I stayed out of the vehicle and lightened Satan's load. Then they both there standing, and when the snow was spread with the soil, when snow was, when he was throwing handfuls of dust, the snow was spreading with soil, then Daniel as well as narrator stayed out of the vehicle to lighten Satan's load. They came out and they also started helping Satan in throwing the dirt on frozen surface. He backed up and drove towards the dirty snow. Then he backed up, Satan backed up, and they started moving slowly towards the dirty snow. So Daniel as well, narrator and Satan, they came back and they started driving towards that dirty snow. Eased the car on its icy surface. So he eased the car, he slowed down the car on its icy surface and slowly drew its length without apparent difficulty. So he was driving over that slippery area, slippery surface without much difficulty, without real difficulty. 10 minutes later, we stopped at another blockage. After 10 minutes, they had to stop once again at another blockage. Not good, sir, Satan announced as he jumped out again to survey the scene. As he jumped out again to measure the scene, to look into the scene. Survey means examine. Okay, so once again Satan jumped out of car to examine the scene. This time he decided to try and drive round the snow. This time he decided to try and drive round the snow. The slope was steep and studded with major rocks, but somehow Satan negotiated them, his four-wheel drive vehicle lurching from one obstacle to the next. So the slope was steep. So they found the slope was very it was very steep. Okay, very steep. It was not gentle slope. It was very steep. And studded with major rocks, and there were major rocks on the way. But somehow Satan negotiated them. Somehow Satan drove car through them. His four-wheel drive vehicle lurching from one obstacle to the next. Lurching means swaying. Lurching means swaying. Okay, please note it down. Lurching means swaying. So his car was swaying from one obstacle to the next. In so doing, he cut off one of the hairpin bends. So doing so, he cut off, he went through a hairpin bends. What is hairpin bends? Hairpin bends means, sharp turn. Hairpin bend means sharp turn. It is like, U-shaped sharp turn, like this. Okay, U-shaped sharp turn. So in so doing, he cut off one of the hairpin bends. He came across sharp U-shaped sharp turn, regaining the trail further up where the snow had not drifted. Now once again he regained the trail where the snow was not drifting. I checked my watch again as we continued to climb in the bright sunshine. So once again the narrator checked his watch as we continued to climb in bright sunshine, and they continued driving through bright sunshine. It was a bright sunshine, and they were now driving under bright sunshine. In the bright sunshine, they were driving in the bright sunshine. We crept past 5,400 meters and my head began to throb horribly. So now they crept past, they reached 5,400 meters up on the mountain, and narrator's head started throbbing. Throbbing means started throbbing. Throbbing means, student, to pulsate. Throb means, let me write it on the board. Throb means to pulsate. Throb means to pulsate. Throb means T-H-R-O-B. Throb means to pulsate. So it happens sometime. It's a vibration in the head. So that is throb. So he felt vibration in the head. It causes headache. Okay. So the narrator felt his head was pulsating. So it was a vibration in his head. I took gulps from my water bottle. Then he took large volume of water. Gulp means when you drink water, the way it makes sound when you drink water in a large volume and it produces sound while drinking. So it is suggested when you go upwards, so it is suggested that we should drink water this way. Okay, so narrator, I took gulps from my water bottle. So narrator drank large volume of water, which is supposed to help a rapid ascent, which is considered to help in rapid consider. Rapid consider means climb on the steep slope. It helps while climbing on steep slope. We must drink water this way. It is suggested. Rapid ascent. Rapid ascent means climb on the steep slope. Climb on the steep slope. Okay. So it is suggested when you climb on the steep slope, you should drink water by gulping in a large volume. You should drink water in a large volume and producing sound. It causes relief from headache. Okay. So I took gulps from my water bottle, which is supposed to help in rapid ascent. So the narrator drank large volume of water, which is supposed to help in climb on a steep slope. Okay. So this is all about today's class, today's video. In my next video, I'll explain a few more paragraphs of this chapter. So thank you students for watching the video. See you tomorrow.